Well, look, today we're going to be talking about crisis fatigue. And it was a subject that was someone spoke to me about who has family in Ukraine. And by crisis fatigue, if you think about over the last few years, we've had all the stress of the pandemic, and we're just kind of coming clear of the pandemic, and now we're into this other situation. So it's really about how we can cope with it, because it seems like for a lot of people, it just seems to be one thing on top of the other. And now, of course, we've got all the expenses that we're now going to be suffering through fuel and all that kind of stuff. So today is really about helping you get into a state of mind where we can just for a while put things in perspective. And I'm also going to show you today how to use, I know some of you do already, but I'm going to show you to go into hypnosis by yourself. Because I think to be able to take yourself into hypnosis just for 5 or 10 minutes, every now and again, when you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed by what's going on, just to be able to give you that space out would be a really nice thing to do. And so I'm going to teach you how to do that today as well when you're in hypnosis. And we're going to get it, so take you to a place where we can let go of any overwhelm you've been experiencing and just let that go today. So really it's going to be that kind of session today, just working on any anxiety you have that's been built up through the last couple of years. I mean, that's why Amanda asked me in the first place to do these, wasn't it? I think it was to help people with anxiety. That was right back at the very beginning of the pandemic, when people were, well, everyone was kind of anxious about what's going to happen next. And, you know, it's still going on, but we seem to be, like we always do as human beings, we evolve through it. Someone said if you look back in history, we've had these, what used to be called plagues, and now pandemics throughout our history. And what happens is the human being, the human body evolves through that. It's part of our evolution, as sad as it is, and as hard as it is, that's how we evolve. So that's all I'm going to do today. It's going to be we're not going to be a lot of talk about it. You just get into this with me. If you're experiencing any anxiety at all, any overwhelm at all, I'm going to ask you to just let it go. There is that wonderful saying, which I think it was from, now Mark will put me right on this, Epictetus. He was one of the great philosophers, and he was, how I say his name, Mark? Epicus.
Epictetus, I think.
Epictetus, right, okay. That sounds better. But Epictetus, and he said, the secret to happiness is recognizing the things you can change and the things you can't change, and accepting the things you can't change. So we're in this, and we're all in it together. And what it's proved once again, which I think someone in Russia overlooked, was that as human beings now, we're much more aware of how we're all interconnected. And we're not on our own. The pandemic made that clear to us. It didn't have any, it didn't care about any borders. It didn't recognize any borders. And so what it made us realize that we're all on this, spinning through space in this rock all together, wherever we can, do our best to help each other. And I know, you know, there's a lot of people in the world at the moment need our help. But do what we can, change what we can change, accept what we can't change, and use our own self-hypnosis to overcome the overwhelm we feel now and again. So that's what this is going to be about today, just to chill out. I know Becky's here just for the chill out. She only comes to see me for a hypnosis. And Caroline's the same. They're a couple of hypno junkies now. They just, any opportunity to get tranced out, they get tranced out. Any excuse. So how have you been feeling, Caroline, since we did the session the other week on healing?
Really good. I think, I mean, it's all been cumulative. It's just been such a ride, all of it. And so I just feel like I'm a different person altogether.
Well, in a positive way.
in a positive way, you know, to
Good.
what I've managed to do and how I've managed to feel about things. So I can't thank you enough. It's just awesome.
Oh, thanks. Well, if I had any hand in that, I'm really pleased. But as I say to everybody, I don't actually do anything here. All I see my role is, and the only ability I have is to get you out of your own way, so you can get in touch with your own ability to change. There's no fluence coming down the internet to you. It's just about getting you into a state of mind where you can access all of your own healing abilities, all your ability to change. Looking at the things, as I've said to you before, when it comes to anxiety and stress, we have to keep reminding ourselves at this point in time, it is just our imagination. And we can change the way we feel by just imagining it differently. You can change someone's life and definitely change someone's day. If you're out and someone says to you, I'm feeling a bit anxious about this interview, or I'm feeling a bit anxious about this or that, just say to them, look, just imagine it differently and see what happens. We have to recognize that whatever we're worrying about, the future hasn't happened yet. It can only be imagined. It's not real at this point in time. We are going to imagine something. That's the way our brain works. But we may as well imagine the best outcome, because either way, in this moment, it's not real. But how we approach tomorrow, the rest of our day, changes depending on how where we're focusing our imagination. Imagine the best outcome, and the worst thing that can happen is you're going to be disappointed. If we imagine the worst outcome, like most of us do, and we live with it for weeks, we spend weeks worrying about stuff. And I'm going to say it I said it to someone today, how many hours, days, weeks, years have you spent worrying about stuff that never actually happened in the end? How much brain space have you taken up worrying about stuff that never actually happened? So we might as well imagine the best outcome. That's my Freddy theory for today. Right, so we're going to get into the hypnosis. Ilse is driving, so this should be fun. Just what road are you on? Let's just make sure none of us are on it later, that's all.
I'm Freddy, I'm a passenger today. I'm all right.
All right, okay, good. I'm glad to hear it. That's good. And your poker's going well?
Yeah, it's going very well, thank you. I've got a couple of finals this weekend, so if you can send me some good luck vibes, that would be really helpful.
You don't need it now. You got your hypnosis. You got you got neutral to go to. That's the best place to be. Great. I'm so pleased to read about the results you're having, and for other people you're helping as well. So if any of you are a poker player and you want to improve your poker, that's Ilse specialist. That's what she does. She hypnotizes poker players into winning.
I'm waiting to have a game with you, Freddie.
Sorry?
Still waiting to play a game with you.
Yeah, we'll have to do that one day. You realise how bad I am. But anyway, I'll pretend.
Just ask a question, just a very quick one before we start the hypnosis. What is your definition of hypnosis?
My definition of hypnosis is this. I think it is a heightened, natural state of learning. I think when we are in hypnosis, I think our brain's open to learning things very rapidly. If you want to learn a language, then create an emotion within yourself. Think about the person you love most, get an emotion up, and then listen to the language. My thinking, Sophia, is that hypnosis is very simple, and we're being hypnotized all the time, and you're already in trance. I see it differently now. I think that people come to see me for hypnosis. They tell me their problem. I would listen. I would then hypnotize them, and then I would suggest something changed. I see it differently. I think, in fact, not all of my clients come into my therapy already in trance, albeit, and I can't quit smoking trance, or I can't lose weight trance, or I can't get rid of this fear trance. But either way, they've been put in a trance, whether self-suggested or suggested by someone else. And if I create an emotion, we can give a suggestion, This is, if you, those of you who've done hypnosis, you've heard of the critical faculty. The critical faculty is like the mind, it's like the soul, it's like the spirit. No one's actually ever held a critical faculty in their hand. No one's actually held a mind in their hand. But if you ask a brain surgeon if they've got a mind, chances are they're going to say yes. And if you ask someone where their mind is, they'll probably point to their head. But no one's actually held one in their hand, yet we assume we've got one. The critical faculty, this is my explanation of it, is that it's, you know, when we're children, if someone tells us something, we believe it because we don't know about lying. We don't know about any of that stuff. So if someone says there's a man comes down the chimney at Christmas in a big red suit, leaves you presents, we tend to believe it. If they tell us fairy stories, we tend to believe them as if they were real. And so as we grow up, as we get through to our teens, we build this defensive mechanism I call the critical faculty, which defends us then against lies, flattery, and sales. And I can picture it in my mind like a very fine wire mesh, tight knit mesh that blocks us from, that keeps us protected from lying and all that kind of stuff. But what happens if you get emotional? It does this, it kind of opens for a moment and you're open to suggestion. Who are the most important people in your life, Sophia? Put your mic on. Who are the most important people in your life?
The most important people in my life?
Who do you love? Yeah, who do you love most?
Family.
What you got? Is that parents, brothers, sisters?
Yeah, parents. Yeah.
Okay. I want you to do this for me. Think about your mother's face. Feel that love you feel for her, she feels for you. I feel that love right now, Sophia. And as you do that, I want you to notice that you're stuck in your chair and you can't stand up. And when you realize you're stuck in that chair and you can't stand up, I want you to try and stand up and find that you cannot. I do not want you to pretend. Try and get out of your chair, Sophia. Get a sense you're stuck. Try and stand up. Find you cannot. Try and get up. Come on. Put some effort in. Try and get out of that chair. Try as hard as you can. Push even harder. Find you're stuck in that. It's getting stronger and stronger. All right. But are you hypnotized? The moment I ask you to think about someone you love, all of you do this for me, just for the fun of it. Put your arm out in front of you like this, at shoulder height. That's it, Bradley. Think about the people you love most. See those faces, feel that love. And as you feel that love, I want you to notice that arm's hanging there all by itself. Imagine there's nothing you can do about that. And when you realize there's nothing you can do about it, I want you to try and get that arm down and find it goes even higher. And I do not want you to pretend. Put some effort in. Try and get that arm down. Push even harder. Find it goes even higher. Are you hypnotized? Are you in a trance? Why can't you get your arm down? Is that even your arm? I'm going to snap my fingers and it's going to go back to normal. Your arm will drift down. Your eyes will close for a split second and you'll realize how powerful your mind is over your body. So for me, Sophia, hypnosis is not complex anymore. If I want to influence you, if I want to help you, if I get you thinking about someone you love, I can help you change your mind. If I see someone who's smoking or doing drugs or anything that's detrimental to their health, and they tell me that they've got children, I get them to think about their children. And I want them to be emotional. I want them to realize their worth to that child. And while they're emotional, I will suggest, you've had your last cigarette. You've had your last alcoholic drink. That drug will never bother you again. And the work can be done, Sophia, in just that space of time. That's how powerful emotion is over our mind. Anyway, let's get into this today. And what I'd also say to you, having now we've spoken about this, is recognize when you leave it today, write down maybe 4 or 5 things, life goals, you know, an emotional goal, physical goal, career goal, spiritual goal, but 4 things that you'd love to feel, way you love to feel. And then think about what we've just been talking about. And every day, as you go through your day, someone frustrates you, or they make you smile, or they make you cry, or make you angry, The moment you feel that change in your emotion, be ready with your suggestion, because it will go straight in and you'll find yourself doing it without even thinking. It's the best way to do self-hypnosis, because that's going to be experiencing that every day at some level. Just be ready when someone frustrates you or makes you smile, be ready with a suggestion. Okay, so let's get into this today. And I'm going to show you how to go into self-hypnosis so that you can use this afterwards, anywhere, any place, and get into it, okay? And we're just going to deal with any overwhelm. We're going to get things in perspective so that you can deal with everything that's going on around you, recognize the things you can change and accept the things you can't change, and decide to be happy, whatever's going on. That is something we can do, all right? So, Epictetus, so I can't say it now, Epictetus, yeah. Anyway.
Epictetus.
Epictetus, that's the guy. Well done. All right, okay. Get yourselves comfortable. Who's the little boy then? Was that the little boy? Yeah. Look. Hi.
Hi.
Right, okay. Get yourself comfortable and we'll get into this together. Right, when you're ready to allow yourself the freedom from every ounce of stress you've been experiencing, any fatigue you've been feeling through the crisis that are going on, when you're ready to do this, I want you to just get comfortable, make sure you're safe, so you're not going to perch on the edge of a table or anything. And when you're ready to get into this, I want you to just take a deep breath in, hold it for a second, and as you breathe out, just allow your eyes to close and allow your body to relax. That's right. Just for a moment, focus on those tiny muscles around your eyes. Get a sense of those muscles relaxing so completely they just won't work. Get a sense of that happening now. That's right. Your eyes are relaxing so completely they just won't work. Imagine that's happening with every word I say. Your eyes are relaxing more and more. Think about the people you love. And as you think about those people, as you feel that love, notice your eyes are relaxing completely. Imagine that's happened now. Your eyes are so relaxed, they just won't work. And when you realize your eyes are so relaxed, they just won't work, you can test them, find it completely locked, just for a while. That's right. I'm going to snap my fingers, and that sound is going to drive that feeling of relaxation right down through your body to every cell of your fiber. The chair will support you no matter how relaxed you feel. Get ready. Feel that feeling going right down through your body now. Because with the eyes closed, you can continue to relax. Although at times you may be more aware of some things than you were before. The sound of my voice, comfort of the chair, the sounds in the room, certain sensations, the beating of your heart, and the thoughts and images that drift into the mind automatically. Once again, think about the people you love. Let it remind you just how loved you are. And understanding you are love. The essence of who you are is pure love and pure light. Get a sense of that now, because with the eyes closed, it becomes easier to become more and more aware of a variety of things that otherwise may go overlooked or ignored. Thoughts, feelings, sensations. The alteration of awareness as the mind begins, that gradual letting go. That's right. Letting go even of the effort it takes to be aware of exactly where the arms are positioned or the hands or fingers. Even the effort it takes to be aware of which leg seems to relax more quickly, or completely than the other may seem to be. Too much effort to bother making. But it takes time to experience that letting go, your own time in your own way, as you continue to learn even more than before about your abilities, your capacities to learn as you relax. And the mind begins to drift down toward a place of quietness, a place of peaceful inner awareness, a place that almost seems to give off signals that directs awareness down toward it, into it. More and more comfortably, more and more effortlessly, more and more completely and deeply than before. Where even the effort it takes to be aware of the sound of my voice or the meaning of my words may almost seem to be too much effort to bother making. It's so much easier simply to relax and enjoy that letting go. Allowing events to occur in your own time, in your own way, a drifting down. Get a sense of that happening, just drifting down through space and time, down toward that place of ultimate bliss. Just for a while, nobody wants anything, no one expects anything. There is nothing for you to do but to enter into that space. Imagine it's happening automatically. There's nothing you can do about that. Every word I say doubles that feeling. And just when you think you've reached the ultimate space of bliss, my voice is going to take you 10 times deeper. Imagine it's happening. There's nothing you can do about that. Every word I say doubles that feeling, and everything I say now is your reality. Every suggestion I give you, your mind and body will act upon at a molecular, cellular, neurological level. It's now your reality. You have a conscious mind and an unconscious mind. And that unconscious mind, the back of the mind, can continue to hear, to understand and respond to those things I might say without the need for you to do anything at all. It's so much easier for the conscious mind simply to relax and enjoy that letting go. That's right. Letting go even of the effort it takes to make the effort that it might take. To tell the exact position of arms, legs, or the entire body now that seems to drift through time and space. That wonderful, free-floating place of effortless relaxation and letting go. Allowing events to occur in their own time, in their own ways. You drift as a mind. And that mind drifts without boundaries, without borders, without limits. Get a sense of yourself out there, living your life the way you want to live it. Fit and well, free of every ounce of anxiety and stress. Allowing yourself the joy of every day. Get a sense of yourself out there. Waking up in the morning, energized, going about your day with a freedom. Notice the way you move and the way you breathe. Step into that body. Get a sense of what it feels like to be free, free of every ounce of irrational fear and anxiety, free of every ounce of fatigue and overwhelm, free to be. Step into that body, feel into it, get a sense of what it feels like, and ask this question: how much fun is it to be free? How much fun can you make it? How much fun is it to be alive, to enjoy that feeling? How important is it for you? Because now you know how good you're going to feel. Everything about your mind and body is inclined toward making it happen. And you will look after your body and treat your body with the kindness it deserves. Give it the right nutrition. Give it the right hydration. To look after your body just for a moment, I want you to think about your body. How incredible are you? Your body is the most incredible creation in the known universe. How incredible are you? The essence of who you are is pure light and love and joy. And your body is the most incredible creation. And you will look after it, take care of it, because you are worth it. And while you're drifting in that space and you're experiencing that feeling of freedom, I want you once again to allow yourself the feeling of unconditional self-love, and to know that you're worth loving. Get a sense of that unconditional self-love. Know it's okay to love yourself and to treat yourself with the same kindness that you treat the people that you care for, the people that ask for your help. For a moment, think about all the people you've helped with your words, your kindness, your skills. How many people are living their life in a different way, a better way, because of your words? How incredible are you? You are loved, you are loved, you are loving. And the unconscious mind can allow those changes to occur, while a conscious mind drifts off someplace else entirely now. It's right, in your own time, in your own way, aware of events that occur along the way. As the unconscious mind utilizes that opportunity to alter your awareness and to continue that learning in whatever way is the right way for you. Learning that feeling of letting go, allowing the unconscious to assume more and more responsibility for guiding and directing awareness as you continue to learn, even more than before, about your abilities, your capacities to learn as you relax. As you relax and enter into the trance more and more comfortably, more and more effortlessly, more and more completely and deeply than before, I can wonder whether you're aware that you've drifted deeply into hypnosis. Because the deeper you go, the better you will feel. And the better you feel, the deeper you'll go. Get a sense of that happening automatically. Just drifting into that space, just you and the sound of my voice. Every word I say now takes you deeper and deeper. And as you drift deeper and deeper, you can use your unconscious mind as a resource and in a strength you can learn from and really have an experience, one that's satisfactory to you. And so as you drift into that space, I want you to have the experience now, the most incredible feeling of freedom and liberation. Because in a moment, the essence of who you are, that intangible part of a human being, the passenger, the observer, the I in the I am, is going to separate from your body in that chair. And just leave your body in that chair for a while. And get a sense of that happening now, just drifting up out of your physical body, leaving your body in that chair. The essence of who you are. Some cultures call it the spirit, the soul. I call it the essence. Get a sense of that separation now, that feeling of liberation. And notice that the essence of who you are is ageless. The essence of who you are is infinite, has no edge. And understanding, as you look back at your body in that chair and show it some appreciation for how incredible it is, and understanding that you're not your body. You're not your name that was given to you. And that whatever you thought you were, you are so much more than that. And that nothing that happens to that physical body can actually touch you, the essence of who you are. The essence of who you are is pure light, pure joy, and pure love. Get a sense of drifting further and further away from your body, drifting up out of that building you're in, drifting up into the sky, drifting higher and higher like a helium balloon that some young child has let go of in the park, and just drifting higher and higher. Get a sense now of drifting so high that you could actually look back and see the planet Earth below you. See that incredible blue planet. Get a sense of it. The whites of the clouds and the mountaintops, the greens of the forest, the blue of the ocean, as that incredible planet spins through space and time. Get a sense of that now and notice as you look at that planet from way off, notice how your perspective changes. And things that had seemed overwhelming no longer have any power over you. Things that had seemed hard or difficult to overcome no longer have any power over you. You can think about the 7.8 billion people on that planet, which you are one unique, incredible individual. And notice how your perspective changes. Things that had seemed hard or difficult to overcome no longer have any power over you. Now in your mind's eye, get a sense of a target, like an archery target, a massive target between you and that planet. Get a sense of that now. See the coloured bands, get a sense of the bullseye, the very centre of that target. Now in the centre of that target is a feeling of peace, calm, and joy and love. The most incredible feeling of calm, peace, and love. Now in a moment, I'm going to make this sound. As I make that sound, you're going to be fired like an arrow straight through that target, straight out the other side in a millisecond. And as you go through the target, your mind and body, every cell, every fibre, will be flooded with the most incredible feeling of calm and peace and love. So get ready as I make that sound. You're going to be fired, shot like an arrow, straight through that target, straight out the other side into a space of total freedom, total bliss. And your mind and body is going to be flooded with that feeling of calm. Get ready. Now you're out the other side, just drifting in that space. Nothing bothers or affects you. Nothing disturbs you. Get a sense of that feeling of unconditional love for yourself. As you drift in that space and know it's okay to love yourself. Get a sense of that now. And now think about those people you love once again. See those faces, see those smiles, feel that love. Feel it like a burning hot sun in the summer sky. Shrink it down to a white hot nuclear powered ball of light as big as a golf ball. And pull that into your heart center. And feel that feeling of love and joy and light exploding through your body into every cell, every fiber. Get a sense of it flooding your body and notice as your body's flooded with that feeling. Every ounce of anxiety, every ounce of stress, every irrational fear has gone from your body and mind because it cannot coexist in your body and mind with that feeling of love and joy and light. Get a sense of that feeling spreading beyond your body and rippling out to the edges of the universe. You're at the center of it. Place of pure joy and love and light. You are loved, you are loved, you are loving. That's right. Every ounce of anxiety is gone. And from today, whenever you want to be calm, whenever you need to relax, whenever you need to get an answer to a question, whenever you need to use your unconscious mind, you find a place where you can sit quietly, be undisturbed for a while, and just repeat the word, relax, 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 4 times in your mind. And on the 4th time of hearing that word in your mind, wherever it's safe and appropriate to do so, you'll instantly go back into this space of calm. From today, whenever you want to use your unconscious mind to achieve anything, healing goals, personal goals, career goals, you just find a place and repeat that word, relax. Just 4 times in your mind. And on the 4th time of hearing it, wherever it's safe and appropriate to do so, you will instantly go back into this wonderful state of hypnosis where you can make the right decisions, you can take the right actions, and you can get the right outcome. And so as you drift deeper and deeper into that wonderful space, I want you to think of something you'd love to achieve, a way you'd love to feel, or something you'd love to be free of. And now get a sense of yourself achieving that. See yourself achieving it. Go out into the future and see yourself achieving it. Notice the way you move and the way you breathe. Get a sense of that now. And once again, step into your body and feel into it. Get a sense of that. Because now you know where you're going. Now you know how good you're going to feel when you get there. Everything about your mind and body is inclined toward making it happen. So I'd like to give you that opportunity now. Go over your unconscious often as you need to know that you're free. Free of every ounce of crisis fatigue, free of every irrational fear and anxiety, free to be. It may be interesting for you to know that in that relaxed, drifting state of mind, where those thoughts drift by like dreams, and some enter the mind and some drift through the mind, and some are left behind to be used later on. Others are remembered or seem to be remembered at first, but then become more and more distant, forgotten over time. And this entire experience may seem so far away, like a dream you had, as the unconscious mind protects the conscious mind, leaves those things behind, forgotten, remembered too. Time changes too, so you'll know what a trance it's been. When you begin to know that what seemed to be a short time turned out to be a long time, or what seemed a long time was really no time at all. And so as you drift in that wonderful space, free of every ounce of anxiety and fear, imagine it's happened. There's nothing you can do about that. The harder you try and remember what it felt like to be anxious, the calmer you become. I know you're going to enjoy being happily unconcerned, unable to remember to be anxious or afraid, because now you're going to enter every day knowing you're protected. Go over your unconscious often as you need to. It's your privilege. Use this experience. Think about the things you can do, the strengths, abilities, skills you may have overlooked before. That will allow you a clear view of the possibilities of a new way of living, a new way of being. Take that time now, a brief time that seems to be a long time. Review, plan at some level of awareness the things you're going to do later on, the things you're going to change later on as you begin to use more and more of you. That's right. Only when the unconscious mind knows it's made the changes and allows the conscious mind to accept the changes made. Because in a moment, I'm going to count to 10. And every suggestion I've given you, your mind and body will act upon. Without hesitation, it's now your reality. On 8, your eyes will open and you will feel like you've had a ton weight lifted. Like you've had the blinkers removed. You will see things differently, experience life differently. And on 10, that feeling of freedom, that feeling of joy is going to grow stronger day by day. As you set about your life, free of every irrational fear and anxiety and stress. So get ready. As I count to 10, every suggestion I've given you, you'll act upon. On 8, your eyes will open, you'll feel incredible. And on 10, you'll get on with your day with a new energy and a feeling of freedom. 1, feeling absolutely wonderful. 2, to create the life you want, do it brilliantly. 3, a feeling of freedom from every irrational fear and anxiety, free of every ounce of crisis fatigue. 4, feel a force of that energy flooding your body and mind. 5, feeling incredibly alive now. 6, 7, 8, eyes opening, feeling absolutely incredible. 9, 10. I think we're going to have to wakey Mark in a minute. Mind you, it's only the afternoon. He can have a little nap, can't he? A little bit longer. There you are, he's back. Well done. Well, look, I hope you enjoyed it. I understand, you're incredible. Enjoy the weekends. you know, and wherever we can, be kind to yourself. I know it's okay to do so. And remember from today, and I want you to do this for yourself, take the time out every now and again to just sit quietly, repeat the word relax, and on the 4th or 5th time of hearing it, you'll go back into that wonderful state. There are 2 rules when you do self-hypnosis. One, you state what you want to achieve in the positive. So I want to be fit and well, as opposed to I don't want to be ill. I want to be fearless, as opposed to I don't want to be afraid. Do you understand? I want to succeed, as opposed to I don't want to fail. So you state what you want and give yourself a time, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it might be. And you'll find yourself moving toward it without thinking. Well, it's nice to see you all, and I hope you enjoyed the experience. Thanks again, Amanda, for inviting me. Good to see you, Els. And hopefully I'll see you all again soon. All right? Take
Thanks,
care.
Freddie.
Have a beautiful weekend.
Thanks,
Thank
Freddie.
you.
Bye now.
Bye, everyone. Have a nice
Bye.
weekend.
Bye.